Hello everybody and welcome back, I'm Cam Christo and this is the invasion of Spain. That's what they're called. Spain is going to be invaded in this episode, almost certainly. And it's going to be glorious. This guy, he's Greek. Could use him for this other tank army. Do we have a better tank general ourselves that we could nick? Where's Oliver deployed right now? Is Oliver the one over here? Yeah. I kind of do want a good general to remain present on that front. So I think I will use that that Greek chap. Sorry about Siren. Where is he? Thought I saw him. There he is. He's only level 3, but he's got potential. Now, the tank invasion army is sadly going to need its invasions rejigged once again. Yes, sir. But that's okay. We are veterans at that right now, so we'll be able to do it real quick. Get them from here to here. And then later in this episode, this episode, I'm almost certain, going to be launching a glorious naval invasion of Spain, which will hopefully result in their total capitulation and are becoming the superior power of the peninsula. And once we've done that, I can't click on it if it's directly under the theater thing, which is strange. Why can't I tell them where to go? This is most irregular. Go from here to here. Thank you. Now you two can go from here to here. And you two can go from here to here. And actually, maybe we should have you three go from here to here. And then 3 go here to here. And we can launch just a truly massive front offensive like this. And then some of you guys could go from here to Gibraltar. Around Africa. No, thank you. Could go from here to Gibraltar. And then some of the infantry support in the area can go from here to here. Yeah. I'm having trouble assigning. There we go. Half of you go here. Okay, there we go. It's going to be a truly broad front offensive against Spain. And I think it should go just wonderfully. We are slowly regaining our convoys, which we will allow the factories to keep focusing on for a little while here. What are you? Some good screens. By all means, welcome in the main force. We've got 4 battleships, so 9. 9 of those means we need about 50 screens, which we definitely don't have. But we will keep working on it. Okay, jet fighter 1s are now available to us. They are not better in every way, I believe, right? Let's take a look in the tech tree. Whether we want to switch hard onto making the Gloucester Meteors. They obviously cost tungsten, but we have just a colossal quantity of tungsten at our disposal. They require more manpower, same range, higher air attack, faster. They have lower agility, but I think that's... Oh, we didn't get the Supermarine bonus? It's supposed to be on all fighters. I guess that's a bug. I'm going to report that bug. So they have lower agility. But... yeah, no, I'm not going to build these. They have higher air attack, but because they don't have better range, what we will want to build is these bad boys, I think. Because they have much better range, and their speed is so high. I don't really know what that means. Like, I mean... presumably that's helpful, but I don't really know. I'm going to stop scouting in the Western Med and start in the Eastern. And you guys pretty much all exercised up, so you can stop that and go back to being a strike force again. Good. I want to make sure we have a strike force present over here in time for this this war, this invasion. Okay, you guys all training up. Not these guys, of course, because they're at sea. Many of you training up. Doing good work. Now we're suddenly over here wiping out a bunch of Italian destroyers. Excellent news. Looks like we have finally figured out the magic bullet on supply. Not quite. Why is the supply here so bad? Are we using it for the air? For Navy? No, it's just our army. As we're moving through in the south. That should be fine then. There's the acoustic mine and signal companies. I will get even better mines. And the ability to drop them. Seems good. Never used that ability, actually. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. They are being fought here. I could try diverting some planes from the defense onto that, which I think I shall do. There we go. And let's have them operating, most of them anyway, operating superiority missions as well. Good. Then perhaps some of you... Well, no. The problem here is range over this one. No one currently operating over this area. That is not my intention. There we go. Good. Now, where are all those naval bombers? We never reassigned our naval strikers. 100 over each sea zone, I think, will be more than enough. You can fly from here, honestly, for now. So I need better planes, or at least other planes deployed in that region. Here, we don't really have a great place to fly from, so I think I'm just going to not for now. There we go, and you can go over here. Excuse me. Why are you not... there we go. We already have some there, actually, so we'll fly them over the Aegean instead. There we go. Excellent. Nice. Now it's just a matter of time. All right, guys, train up. And we'll be ready to go. You are a tank army, which means you get a nice funky symbol. You can have... Not that one that's being used. That one. Good. We're suffering... Right, so apparently we have no planes over this region anymore. I never redeployed them, which is obviously a bit of a problem. So let's deploy some, shall we? Massive close air support over the Caucasus, and likewise massive close air support over Kuban, and we're going to need some fighter cover for these boys. I'm guessing I have some spare fighters in reserve. I guess incorrectly. We actually... Okay, we have some, but not very many. Let's deploy what we do have. We have more strat bombers, though, so that's nice. There we go. Good. We want to keep fighting them here. We've got great radar cover, so we're able to be highly effective in actually fighting them here. It's like... most of their air forces deployed over the Kuban region, so we will follow suit. Yes, considering the excellent level of mission efficiency we can get, it seems worthwhile to deploy there. There we go. There's our superiority back. And let's be having perhaps 100 of those gentlemen over here as well. 100 from Cairo, 100 from there. Good. And now... I think the central med might be overkill right now. How many? Well, no, there is a serious fight going on over there. So I think I will stick with that for now. Flying out of Malta. Don't have any more. Oh, we do. We have a lot of planes over the channel right now, but I'm liking the casualties ratio there, so I think we're going to stick with it. Enemy fighter numbers. The Italian numbers, at least, appear to be going down, and we do now outnumber them both put together, which is very good. So we are clearly managing to win in terms of the long-term strategic air war, even if they've had superiority over a few key areas for a few moments here. We are getting some resistance over here. Okay. Well, you two no longer need to garrison the canal, so why don't you hop on over there? It's, I think, growing slowly. They'll be able to handle that. How about down here? It's way over garrisoned, I think, so some of you could head north. Almost certainly the same here. You can head north as well. Get that under control. Mexico City is now on the cusp of falling. It's been a long and bloody battle against a predominantly Mexican force, which is impressive. They've been holding out against the Americans, which obviously is not something many people can say lightly. The Tibetan Empire attack stalled because the French somehow invaded from China. I wonder how they pulled that off. You guys are set to aggressive, so would normally be attacking without a battle plan, but apparently that's changed. So we'll need to deal with that. It's okay. The situation is very much under control. This pilot promoted there. Good. And the Chinese are at least deploying men against Manchukuo. There goes the Tibetan Empire, capitulating to me. Excellent. We will leave behind one guy in the capital. It's almost certainly going to be more than enough to fill the military policing needs of the area. Meanwhile, tanks can move on to the next target. Hopefully get the capitulation for me rather than for France, because I would like those factories, although France is also helping, so them getting factories is no major loss. Communist Republic of China declared war on them. Or would you like to join my faction? No, they're already in one. Ah, People's Republic of Mao has called Japan in. It's not actually a problem. Communist China is now at war with Japan. Wenshi Clique has joined Communist China as... okay. The situation is developing apace. Ah, China is now at war with Japan again. Okay. The heck is going on? So we're about to be at war with Guanxi Clique. There is a long and a short of that. I'd like to hold Hong Kong. If possible. Yunnan has been called in as well. Okay, so you guys, this army here, get ready to try and capture Guanxi Clique. They have a number of divisions, 89 to be precise. And yes, Manchukuo is once more at war with us, but not Germany yet, right? No, not Germany yet. Manchukuo will very rapidly fall because there's no supply in here, I don't think. Our tanks should be able to devastate this whole area without any difficulty. And we are handing it over to China because it's their core land and they are now in the war. The defenders of these areas are obviously somewhat short-manned based on the numbers that are likely to be going against us. We'll see. Okay, Xinjiang has been called in. On whose side? Against Japan. Xinjiang is fighting... I'm so confused. Xinjiang, Guanxi Clique, Yunnan, and Communist China are at war with Japan and then these two Soviet states. Okay, so China is not going to go to war with Guanxi Clique. Okay. So we can just help out by wiping out these two little upstarts. Okay, good. So China is just unifying up a bit, basically. But they're then likely to go against all these guys. Isn't that them going against me? Games claims on Paradesh, which I think is right here. Yes. Okay. Interesting. It's good. We got something to focus on while our guys train up. You guys are on low supply again. Ah, because this is in the same sea zone as those guys. Okay. That's fine. We can handle that. We can handle that. We can just go from down here instead. Good. And review. Go from here to here. And then the rest of you. And this guy who's somehow in another army. Join this army. And then you can also go from down here to here. Good. I'm sick and tired of dealing with these darn tank supply issues, so hopefully that should sort it out. Okay, Xinjiang has been called in. Wait, what? I think they just called them against the Soviets. Okay. But obviously they're going to be handled. Communist China's going to grow up a bit. The Canadian corridor, our embassy has summoned the Department of State today and presented with an ultimatum. According to the note Henderson, the government of the Confederacy of American States can no longer accept Canadian sovereignty over the area between Washington and Alaska. You want to take Columbia and northwestern Canada off me? They shall have it, or never. They get a conquer war goal against Canada, but Canada doesn't exist, and they're in my faction. So I'm not concerned. They actually didn't get a war goal. Because Canada doesn't exist. Yeah, no. Shut up, America. You're just confused. Okay, is this supply situation sorted with these guys moving out? Let's take a look here. There goes Soviet state of Shaanxi. Capitulating. Good. Guanxi Clique wants a pact of non-aggression. No, I decline. You broke our previous pact of non-aggression. How could I possibly trust you to do that again? You hurt me. Guanxi Clique. It's going to be a long time before I can trust you again. Okay, we're going to cancel all but 3 of our convoys. Production chains. Should restart the program. On many of our ships, at least. In fact, all but. Let's go back down to 1. Because once this naval invasion is carried out, we're unlikely to carry out another one of the same size. It's likely that our invasion of Europe will be carried out via simultaneous attacks from a smaller invasion in Greece and one in one from Spain. So lots of potential allied landings being attempted in this area. Obviously, we want them to fail so that we actually get full control of Spain, but so we'll have to be careful about that. Supply has been handled. It's terrible down here, apparently. How are you possibly using 18 here? How are you using 18 supply for the army in this sea zone? Ah, because that's not in this supply zone. Oh, okay, we will build... Can't build a naval base here. What's the bottleneck? Local infrastructure, probably. Okay. What we will do then is we will give up on this side of the invasion.
Ready.
You lot can just head anywhere where there's supply, which right now looks like here, and prepare to move in. Good. Sorry, I have Facebook open. We will also suffer from supply here right now, which I think means we want to reduce maybe the plane count here could work. It's only using 4 supply though.
Ready.
We'll diminish the troop count in some of the land invasions.
Ready.
That should be enough. Because we're only a couple over. So that should be enough. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's sorted it. Good, that'll work. Meanwhile, in China, looks like it's all been united, except that Free France now has control of some of it. France, you should really give them that land. Okay, you guys, you're overstacked now.
Ready to move.
Well, where are your men? Where have you gained men? I guess these guys I sent in here. You guys,
Ready to move.
the tanks are going to assume defensive positions in the north of China. And in fact, the tank army is probably going to make the center part of a larger... The tank units, rather, are going to make the larger part of a larger defensive strategy in northern China, which will include some of these guys. You guys really ought to be under here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just the same defensive line. There we go. Good. You should all be assigned to this, and the tanks need their line fixing. There we go. You are slightly overstacked, so I will put some of you just into the tank army for now. That's fine. Now you guys are overstacked, probably because of my new guys that I deployed to defend the ports near Guanxi Clique. So the bad port defenders can just be removed from there. Obviously, we don't need to defend this port because that's not even allied to us anymore. One of you guys can probably leave as well. Come up here. We need 2 more to be removed. I don't want to take any out of in there, really. So I could weaken this port defense without too much risk. There we go. Okay, and that's China handled for now. Hopefully China never accepts a call to against the German Reich, at least until I'm ready. Tibetan Empire has joined them. Okay. Now, we're suffering from basic low supply here, but not by much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think the training is complete. I said it would happen this episode, so it's going to happen this episode. Let's ready the forces. Let's do this thing. We are going to invade Spain, and it's going to be absolutely glorious. Oh, I can smell my dinner. Fantastic. It's going to be glorious. We need to up our steel imports massively to meet our new demands. Looks like I can't afford it, even with all of them. These screens are just going to not produce for a bit. Scouts, I think, are higher priority right now. Okay, the new miners are being produced. We got any of them yet? We do indeed. You guys are going to get a Zemine symbol, and you're going to operate in the same regions, I think. So to start off, we've been fighting excessively aggressively against China. What we should be doing is just strangling any attempt from them to import anything from down here in the south. So that's what I will do. I'm also going to transfer some raiders into this force from elsewhere in the world. You can just reinforce this one real quick, which they're not doing for some reason. It's fine. Go back here then. Raid. You will be mining. Start mining in the whole area. Yeah, good. Now, is the Med fully mined? The Mediterranean is 100% mined. Okay, so you guys, we're going to be cautious with these miners because there are enemy ships over here. But we will be deploying them over here to the east. You're going to need your own fleet. You're going to need your own general. Do I have a miner general for you? I actually don't right now. Well, this guy I'll do then. Just being good at retreating should carry the day. Your blue and your miners. Good. You guys, first off, let's just, well, for legal orders, if you have any, just mine the Straits of Malacca. For now. That's all we'll do. And obviously you should be on do not engage. Good. As should you. Good. Okay. Looks good to me. A scout destroyer will be more than welcome in one of our scout forces up here. Looks like this one is now actually... we can remove those guys from it. They can head into reserve. They're all screen destroyers. Good screen destroyers at that. They'll be more than welcome in the Mediterranean task force. What are these? Some beautiful line ships. Can go and join the main task force. New tech. I don't want to change sides there. Well, let's see. Is there anything we need? Yeah, okay. Mountaineers are going to be handy. We have more political power. I don't really want to lose stability for that now, especially not now. We could do... Anti-raids do give net gains of stability in the long term. So let's do some raids. We can also... Don't really need to do any of that. Donations from Poland. We get military factories for these, I think. So, sure, Poland is going to donate some stuff. And France is going to donate some factories to us. Another ace pilot. Always good. Okay, supply up here is now good. It's now coming from freaking Bengal. But, okay. Whatever you say, game. Okay. And now these guys have all reorged. They're all ready to go. They're almost all in very good supply. Let's do this thing. First off, we're going to launch over here. Relay the code word to all stations. In fact, we can launch those simultaneously. That should be okay. The code word has been relayed to all relevant stations. The planes take to the air. Their training complete. Ready to provide a hail of steel from the sky. We have fairly bad mission efficiency on some of them, but that's okay, because we will soon have new air bases for them to operate out of. Air bases in Iberia. You guys will operate here. Great. One of you can operate here as well. Look at that. Okay, instant air supremacy established. You guys all operating. We will have some extra ground crews active in this region. It looks like we don't actually have anyone still defending the Western Med, which is not good because they're going to shoot down my tanks. And now these guys have got close enough. Let's slow it down. Have freaking at them. Look at that. All the little shuffle of all of these guys simultaneously. Ooh, fills me with excitement. Okay. We are landing successfully on the port here. That's excellent news. All the ports, all of the naval invasions looking good. There are some German divisions down here already. It's a bit worrying. You guys I forgot to activate because your tanks. That's okay. They're on their way now. Smashing in there. Experiencing some amphibious landing penalties for sure, but breaking into these guys who it looks like were involved in some training exercises just before we arrived. How fortuitous. We will join in and immediately begin trying to push inland as fast as possible. Grab that vital port in Mercia. Okay, Marines have taken their first port. The tanks have landed in the north. We will make sure we do not push to contact with the Italian border yet. Let's get in here. Keep those German tanks thoroughly pinned down. Perhaps we can pull off an early encirclement there. It would be nice. Okay, you guys should be moving inland with haste. Zaragoza must fall. In the south, these guys are operating nicely. We will, in fact, in some of these areas, activate further battle plans while there is no resistance faced on the front. I think that works fine. Good, we've landed here. Our amphibious tanks, only a... well, they are getting a huge terrain penalty, right? I used amphibious tanks in a city. I did think that might be a bad idea, but I did it anyway. We will try and encircle Gibraltar while also providing extra assistance there, but it looks like they are breaking them regardless. That lovely armor value obviously helping out a lot. Let's merge in some of these guys and then activate some more battle plans. Let's be seeing a rush inland, please. I want to put some distance between myself and the coast so that we can't be pushed out with any kind of haste. You keep going north. I want to see total conquest of the north. This is obviously the line we'll be holding initially. And we'll see if the Italians show up to fight us on it. Brilliant! After a very successful start to our naval invasion, sorry about that, in the next episode, we will take Spain, probably all of it, and it's going to be grand, and it's going to give us steel, and it's going to be marvellous. See you then. Bye-bye.